there. So all of you have that kind of a 10,000 hours of hard work. Definitely, your language. First and foremost, one more thing is about this communication. Basically, communication is one angle where, whether it is an interview, whether you are working in organization, elegantly simple words, where, the words have a lot of meaning, what you speak, that amount of kindness, whenever you speak or anything, the words should be charged with spirit, correct? And words are viral also. Viral in the sense, it can spread also. In an organization, if you find what the boss uses, the employee also will use. Correct? If you use a foul language, you will also use, that will become the culture of the organization. In fact, I used to have a gentleman who was an IFS officer who joined with me, and imagine his qualifications. He was my batchmate. He was from IIT Chennai. Later he studied from IIM. His house was near the Sterling Road also. But when he talks in the room or anything, the most foul language he will use. Like a rickshaw fellow or worse than the city, Chennai rickshaw fellows, how they use. Then I asked him, what is this, your qualification doesn't speak, there is a mismatch somewhere. Several times I tried to find out, what is this, what is the problem with him? I told IIT, IIM, Sterling Road, you have not lived from slum or something. He told me, Kalyan, you have forgotten. Sterling Road, it was there, but my house was in the other stretch where it was near Mahalingapura. There, before Laila College, earlier there used to be vast, huge slums used to be there. Now only after Supreme Court judgment, they removed everything and then they erected a wall. He told, I used to sit in the balcony and read night at 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock. All these fellows, drunkards and rickshaw fellows, use the filth choicest abuses on mother and father, they used to use hearing, it is also programmed in my this thing. I am telling you, this has got it in a negative way. Such kind of, the words in simple, the best communicator in India is, apart from the father of the nation, Gandhi. Indira Gandhi was one of the living examples of, how she used to communicate. Gandhi never used to build words or anything. You don't need a dictionary like to read like the VR Krishna language or anything. Simple, straight to the masses. That is one of the things where, where he took charge of himself before coming to India, in South Africa itself. He has cleansed himself, he walked the talk, and where, he instilled his own leadership brand in him. That is why he is not from a very well-off family or something. Some people, in fact, finance him to go abroad even. By that time, here veterans were there like Motilal Nehru and all, but he descended here like a big wave. And all the leaders were separated by that wave, correct? He became the most charismatic leader. So any organization for that matter, even amongst yourself, because what happens is our private virtues become public virtues. Our private vices become public vices in the longer run. So every day when you are in the final year itself, you talk and develop these kind of communication skills, it becomes very great. Apart from that, one more thing which I wanted to tell you is about acquisition of little bit of domain knowledge. You are going for a work or an interview or anything in success. See, obsessive self-education is the best thing. You read books like Deepak Chopra or even Robin Sharma or even about this another book, great book which has come. How many people have read this book called The Secret? Suppose you read this book, Secret. In fact, I will ask your library to buy also, Honorable HOD also. This will all, total dramatically it may change the pattern of your life. Once you read it, The Secret is nothing but 5,000-year-old secret, the key which they are giving. But a film also has come out of it, where how your thoughts can change your life, how good thoughts can change. He says there is only one law, which is only the law of positive attraction. What you think, you get it. He says 99% of the time, what you think, you get it. What runs in your mind, you will hold it in your hand one day. You visualize you are going to be a big business leader or an entrepreneur, you will become. Because if you give that ideas of this thing in a focused way, 20% focused, 80% results come only from the 20% focus. So for that, the acquisition of knowledge is necessary. Even if you are not able to read these kind of books, at least what comes in newspaper about the companies, their profile, who is running the company, what kind of company it is. All this because, without stuff, That is, what you can call, you have seen the balloon, ordinary balloon, birthday balloon. Birthday balloon flies till terrace level only. After that it bursts off, correct? But MRF balloon, you see, why? Because that got helium in it. So you should have helium also to fly high. If you want to be a successful fellow, the longer run, if you have to fly high, you need helium. For that, knowledge is necessary. Knowledge is in any case a power. Apart from acquiring the knowledge, you come across number of people who come to give you lectures. You will be going to number of places to do project work and all, meet those HR people, meet those vice president, meet those GM, what made them, brought them to this successful level, hear from them, learn from them. That makes a lot of difference, because if you want to fly high in life, always you have to fly high like eagles, correct? You cannot scratch with turkeys. So, if you are in the sandalwood roots, you will also have the fragrance of sandalwood, correct? So what is underneath only comes out. What you have acquired when you speak or anywhere, wherever you enter you go to meet an interview board or anything, when you shake hands itself, you are radiating eyes, that person cannot even say no to you. Such kind of, you should unleash such kind of energy or radiance. That all comes over a period of programming. The moral programming or moral GPS is first done in your parental thing, because mother is the first socializer. After that your teachers and other people make it. So these kind of things you develop over a period of time, everything knocks success at you. Another one more thing is, for all that it needs passion, perseverance and persistence. Because passion is concerned, intense passion can defy destiny also. It can even change a mediocre. If you have a fire of enthusiasm is there, even if you are a mediocre person, even if your faculties have been dormant for a long time, if that fire has an impact on your mind, all your faculties also get stretched further. Your knowledge expands, your memory expands, the pace sets in. Correct? Because what is essential is, the mediocrity itself is a creep, like, once it is infectious. Mediocrity, in fact, is a sin against God also. Because God has endowed all the human beings with enormous amount of powers inside. You are the greatest person, you have that self-esteem. Nobody will be a mediocre also. Correct? Persistence. I give a live example. Last week, 10 days back, I was reading about Sodar Paul. Who is Sodar Paul? Anybody can tell who is Sodar Paul? See, Sodar Paul is an industrialist. He went from here to London. Okay, he is MRI Industries now. His daughter had an illness. He went for treatment there, and then he admitted in a hospital. The treatment was prolonged, so for a long time he was in hospital. She was in hospital. Finally, she died also. When this fellow was so emotionally attached to her, and then the nostalgia was following him, that emotions were following him. He didn't want to leave that place. Every day he was wandering around the grave, he was wandering around the hospital. He thought he will settle down in London itself. When he settled down, he started a small business. Now it is the biggest group called the Caperco Group. And he is also MP there, and he is also a big lord also there, one of the mayor of this thing. Lordship also has come to him. In that he says, when he started a small business, he used to go to an industry. In that industry, it seems he used to go asking for order. He told that fellow, MD used to insult me, he used to jeer at me, boo at me, never used to give a chair to sit down even, but I was making frequent invasions. He told, my quality of the product you cannot, challenge. Whatever personal animosity you have, you do it, but one day you have to buy. He says it happened in such a way. He said the destiny made me in such a way. I started a big group. As chairman of the group, I purchased the company. When he purchased the company, he told that the first thing that MD did was he ran to my house and then with his resignation letter. He told, sir, I insulted you, I cheered at you, booed at you, now I will no longer be the MD. He told, look here, you can continue, but only thing is you change your patterns of life. Arrogance is only weak man's strength. He told, make simplicity, elegant simplicity as core view. Modesty is the greatest virtue. Correct? In fact, the rainwater gathers only lower mount. Correct? It will not, if you are very distinct, rainwater will not gather also. That is why in Japan there is a proverb, what they say, The weight of the rice is known only by, how much the plant bows its head. If the stuff is more, the rice plant will bow its head. So, modesty is one this thing where, is highly essential. That is what he quoted. What he meant to say was the persistency part of it, which he told. So, you come across a number of people who were, much more worse circumstances, who were able to come up with life. You take the case of C.K. Prahalad. How many people have heard the name of C.K. Prahalad? He is the biggest marketing guru. How many people are doing marketing, MBA marketing? C.K. Prahalad studied only in Tamil medium in Nungambakkam Corporation School. Okay, he is the number one. He was recently expired. Almost all the business magazines carried a very big articles on him. He only gave the very big philosophy of, bottom of the pyramid. Bottom of the pyramid in the sense he told the entire European companies and US companies, you make Indian villages as your consumers. You make them rich. Even that inclusive society, where the planning commission is having that word inclusive society, it was all invented by him only, the word inclusive society. And like that, a number of people who went from here abroad who signed, like Ramcharan. Ramcharan, the management guru, if you take, he not only teaches CEOs or vice president or anything, he teaches only chairman of big groups. Ramcharan teaches only not less than chairman. So such are the people, number of people from here also, like your Mittal or even like your Ramcharan or Vijay Govindarajan or Rajat Gupta. Read this thing at least what they say and all. Many of them have humble beginnings only. You take the case of Nandan Nilekani or even this one, Narayana Murthy. They all started with, with a lot of pain and anguish, when they started, including Kiran Mazumdar. Even today, Kiran Mazumdar, she painfully writes saying that, 10,000 rupees loan, one bank after another public sector bank knocked that none of the fellows were willing to give idea. But she didn't give up, correct? So giving up is easier, that is permanent, one should never quit. So that is what, Churchill used to say. What is his famous verse? Anybody knows? Churchill's famous verse. See, in Second World War, what he did was, Second World War, arms and ammunitions were depleting, and the morale of the forces were depleting, and absolutely the army men were in doldrums. How long the war can be fought? Only his thing was, words were charging them every day. Only the words were motivating them every day. See, he gave the greatest speech on the earth was only never, never give up. He says, never give up. He told, we will fight in the street, we will fight from the rooftop, we will fight in the air, we will fight in the water, we will fight in the streets also, but never, never give up. We will not give up till the end, he told. So like that, turbulent times will all pass off. Because I have come across many businessmen who are my friends within the city. I don't want to quote their names. 5,000 rupees, hardly 500 rupees they struggle. Today there are 1,000 crore empire, 2,000 crore empire where they run. And some of them hit the rock bottom also at the point of time. They told that, I thought I will give it up, but some force stopped me. I believe at that time that, the rise of the tide is only from the rock bottom. From that only it rises, we stood it that way. Because if you take it itself, you cannot have a very rosy path also in your career or anything. You must be prepared for it. In your voyage itself, there will be bumpy roads, there will be somebody to pull you down, some critics will rock your boat. It will not be a smooth sail in life. Because particularly in India, as Rajiv Gandhi called it as Indian crabs, correct? What is Indian crabs, he told? Rajiv Gandhi, our former Prime Minister's famous word used to be Indian crab. Indian crab meaning